We're here at Spring Quilt Market, and we're using a Janome Horizon Memory Craft 12,000. And our demonstrator, Louis Carney, has picked this pattern, digitized embroidery pattern. Does this come on this machine?
This is a pattern that's built in on the machine. As you can see, we're using our large square 9x9 0.1 inch scoop. The tension has been set automatically. Okay. We do have our magnifier on it to show off the beautiful stitches. We have this great highlighter that adds extra light.
That's nice.
With variable speed control, the machine can go up to 1,000 stitches per minute. Okay. I have the machine set at a slower speed because people have been wanting to see the actual stitches, to see how the thread forms in the stitch. And if it's going too fast, it's a little hard to catch all of that. But even with the magnifier on, you can see that it's got great stitch quality. There's no hiccup in the threads, which you'll often find with metallic threads. And that is a lot to do with the twist of the thread, the way the thread comes off the spool, and how the machine will handle it. But because of Kreinik's special blend of threads, it makes everything come off so smoothly that you don't get those hiccups. You've seen we've been stitching now for quite some time. The thread is not broken one single time. I am using a top stitch 90 needle. I do have a pre-wound bobbin in it and a metal embroidery foot on it, which is the Janome embroidery foot. Prior to that, I was using it with a free motion foot, which was a plastic foot, and this thread loves either foot. And oftentimes, a lot of the thread manufacturers say, "Oh, don't use a metal foot, or you got to use a plastic foot."
Right, I've heard that.
With Kreinik's threads, you can use any foot with it, and it just stitches beautifully. Gives great stitch result and great stitch resolve.
And this pattern is interesting because it's got open work. It's got, is this a satin stitch?
This is now a satin stitch. It's going to come back and do satin scrolls in the center. And so you get a nice combination. There's going to be cross stitches in the little open boxes. So you get a nice combination of the different kinds of stitches.
Yeah, up there. So it doesn't look like much here, but when you do it in this gold thread, it just looks
tremendous.
regal.
It's one of my most favorite designs that is built in on the machine to sew and to sew out, simply because of how it looks.
Right.
I actually have this on linens, and so it's on a table runner that I use at the holidays in my home because I love it with the metallic threads and the Kreinik and on a gorgeous tablecloth. And it just is one of my most favorite pieces, and everyone always asks, you know, where did I get it? As soon as they find out I make it, and they're like, "Oh my God, you got to make me one." I'm like, "Sure, you call Kreinik and order me some thread." And they're like, "No problem if it's going to look like that." And I say the reason it looks that way is because of the thread. It's one of the things that people don't realize. It's key to have best quality product that you can when you're working with things, and this thread just gives me no problems. It's so smooth. My favorite thread that I use for free motioning, for meandering. I do beautiful, love it to do monogramming and beautiful things like that, so I can use it to do gorgeous threads. Like this is a monogram from the machine.
It's beautiful.
And look at the stitches. It's absolutely fabulous. The triple stitch quilting is all done with that same thread. So it's a triple stitch. This is where you're sewing back onto itself. And anytime when a machine goes backwards, it'll jerk the thread. And most metallic threads would snap. You'd never get through a row of quilting without a snap thread, and you don't have that problem here.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really, isn't it cute?
That's really cute. That's really cute. I like that.
It makes just your sewing that much more enjoyable. The more you enjoy it, the more you'll do it. The easier something is, the more fun you have with it.